Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, I'm Goose Plums, and we're back with another episode of Botwin Farm. Um, Today I felt like building a pig pen. um, it it just felt like the natural progression for a farm after adding some chickens and to tell you the truth, I kind of sat here the whole time as I was building this, and I was just like, "Do you want to build a pig pen?" That's it. Just kept playing over and over in my head. Um, but this is a very I actually really love how it came out. I think it came out really cute. Very simple, but like also I don't know the right word for it. It's simple, but clearly there was some thought put into it. And but as I was going, I was like, I don't know if this is actually going to work. I had a lot of rocks and foliage and stuff, which I don't really normally do, but I was trying something a little bit different with this zoo. I really wanted to be very natural, overgrown, abandoned feeling, and after I had already built a couple of the barn houses as habitats, as shelters for the animals, I realized I kind of forgot about the abandoned part. They look very new and shiny, which I guess also kind of makes sense with the storyline in my French vanilla fantasy that I have going on. Um, but so I'll eventually go back and distress them a little bit and see how I can do that. I might take a look at the decals that came with a couple of the DLCs. I don't think I've ever actually used them or looked at them. So maybe there's something in there that will actually work. Um, but yeah, I don't know. So this habitat I wanted it to look like there's a lot of mud. So eventually I add like a little um, pond, I guess it would be, and I use the FlexiColor water to make it look like mud, and then I go back in with a bunch of like brown rocks and stuff to like really um, drive the mud aspect home because they are pigs, so you know. Also, ignore the staff facilities in the background. um, I will eventually be covering those, but for right now, I'm just focusing on the animals and the guests. Um, it's interesting to me how this zoo is kind of coming together, this farm rather. Um, a lot of it is like very simple, but as you'll see later on in the video, it's also kind of like extravagant in like a weird way. I'm not really sure how that all like came together. But it's working so far. We'll see how it goes. After I finished building the habitat and opened the farm back up to the public, uh, I noticed that I'm having some bottlenecking issues with this habitat and guest area. So I will eventually make another path or something to break that up a little bit. Um, Also, as I was placing the rocks, I realized that maybe I made this habitat a little too small for it to be a walkthrough. Um, but it still like looks great once all the foliage and everything is in there, and then the guests are walking through. You can't really tell they're on a path, which is nice and kind of the idea I was going for. I really wish we had like a null path or something, just without like the little stumps. Um, that kind of like ruins the illusion. And I know I could like cover them. I don't know. I feel like that could be. It looks good, but I think if I used it throughout the entire zoo, it might just be a little too much. I don't know. Maybe I'll play around with that off camera and see what I like. But yeah, I hope you guys like the rest of this video, and I hope you all have like a wonderful holiday and a happy new year and all that jazz. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye.